Good morning, my name is Suzanne Sanchez, and welcome back to your Pop Top Teen News, the channel where we give you the latest teen news. Without a doubt, one of the most horrendous issues is sexual assault. This issue deals not only with teens, but also with adults, and with disgust I say, even children. Our reporter Diana Martinez has gone on a 2-day interview as she brings to us a closer look at the situation. Sexual assault is a serious matter that many teens are facing today. Today I will be interviewing our fellow classmates from MCHS. Let's take a look. So today we have Coach Phelps. How do you feel about sexual assault?
I mean, it's obviously not a very good thing. It's something that women go through all the time, and men, I guess. Not very pleasant.
Correct. Do you know any ways we can prevent this?
I mean, we've been trying to prevent it for years and years and years. It's gonna happen, but there are ways that we can prevent it. Didn't really give you, but it's preventable.
Do you know anyone going through the situation?
I do not.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Sexual assault is a very, very sick and disturbing crime that we do to people, and we should prevent it by, just keeping an eye on each other. We shouldn't be letting people be by themselves, and we should really be supportive. Even if they are assaulted, at least we can give them that support they need.
Do you know anyone going through the situation?
Not currently, but I'm sure that's a very hush-hush matter, and it shouldn't be like that. You should be more open to family so that they can help you out.
Okay, thank you.
I think really it's just talking to girls and telling them defense and making it into men's and boys' minds that that's not okay and that you shouldn't sexualize a girl and objectify them.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, there you have it.
One thing we could do is all them little sexual predators, we can lock them up real quick. Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is keep your distance of people that don't seem straight to you, like mind-wise. If they ain't got a lot of screws in their head, don't be around them.
Yeah. Do you know anyone going through this situation?
I did know somebody, but I'm not gonna say their name.
No.
But yeah, after seeing them like that, because they were in a lot of pain and felt depressed.
Okay, thank you. Many of these people face dark times, really dark nights, like the one today. Stormy times in their lives that will forever be remembered.
Breaking news.
I was 14 at the time when my uncle sexually assaulted me. I didn't speak at the time because I felt afraid, ashamed, betrayed, disgusted. I was in shock. The situation completely changed my life. I didn't know who I could trust anymore. I became depressed. I wouldn't go out with my friends anymore. I didn't feel safe anymore. I would lock myself in my room and I felt empty inside. The situation did not only affect me, it also affected my parents, my brothers and sisters, my grandparents, and aunts. I can't use the term family because the man that did this to me, I thought was family. But real family isn't who hurts you. My real family are the ones who helped me through the situation. 2 years ago, I decided to speak up. I decided not to be quiet anymore. I decided to stop being selfish and let myself get help. If you are going through this situation, I know what you're going through. I'm telling you not to be afraid. The assault is not your fault.
And we're back. Now let's take a look at the second day of our reporter's interview, which I can say got a bit deeper. This is day 2 of my interview at MCHS, getting a close look at how well teens are informed about sexual assault. And indeed, some became deep. Let's take a look. Sophomore and bull runner at Texas. Tyler, how are you?
I'm just fine, Diana. How are you today?
Pretty good, thank you for
Good.
asking. Okay, so your first question is, do you know anyone that has gone through the situation of sexual assault, and how did it affect them?
Well, Diana, I do know a few people who have gone through this, and while I'm going to keep them anonymous, it has affected them tremendously. You know, they have to go through depression medications, and they're just never the same after that. It's really sad. It's truly sad.
Understandable. Okay. What do you believe are effects of a person who suffers sexual assault?
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, they're just never the same, you know. You see a person who's gone through this, and then afterwards, they're just not the same. They're depressed, and they never know how to trust again. They'll never know how to truly trust. That's sad.
It is. And what would you recommend to those people going through this situation to immediately do?
Well, you know, Diana, I would probably tell those people just to stay headstrong. Keep their head up and persevere, because one day they will find true happiness. And when that comes, they'll know it, and they'll be able to trust again. And that's the goal. That's the goal.
Of course, we have to be there to let them know that they are not alone.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sophomore and student body vice president. Hello, Annie.
Hi, Diana.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so you are aware that sexual assault is a huge dilemma that is in our society today.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions and answer them the best you can, okay?
I will.
The first question is, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear sexual assault?
I think of like child molesters and like it shouldn't be creepy men, but that's what I feel like it is. And just like I feel sorry for the people that happen to. Like I just feel like they're just like their lives are done because they don't know what they can do.
Yes. And how do you imagine a person that is dealing with this issue? How do you think they feel?
I know they're very insecure about themselves and they have trust issues because they don't know who's good and who's bad.
Yes. And what do you think we could do differently to help make a change and let them know that they're not alone?
At school, we can have meetings or like do like interviews like this or with people that like deal with it. We can help them out and have support groups.
And one last question. Do you know anyone going through the situation or that has gone through the situation?
I don't.
Thank you for your time, Annie.
Thank you.
There you go. We're here with Peyton Brown, senior valedictorian of MCHS. Peyton, how are you?
I am well.
Good to know. It is clear to us that sexual assault is one of the biggest issues known for teens, of course. So I would like to ask you a few questions.
All right.
Okay. First question. Do you think your school is a safe environment and does enough to prevent this situation among students?
Well, as far as safety goes, I have to say that I've never had any problems here, but I don't think that our school takes any additional measures to provide safety for anybody. You know, we don't have anybody monitoring bathrooms or anything like that. So as far as prevention, we could always use a little more help.
Is the main cause for this to happen?
I think personally it's people who are very selfish and they have low values of what they want from relationships, and you know, they take this and manifest it in something that they shouldn't, and it turns into a very bad problem.
Absolutely. Okay, and your final question. Why do you think victims, some, not all, decide to stay silent about what has happened?
Because it's so embarrassing, you know, something you can't control happens to you, and then everyone judges you on that fact, and there's nothing you can do about it, yet you're the one who gets treated like a bad person.
Okay, thank you for your time. Junior and runner of MCHS. Noah, how are you today?
I'm very well, very well.
Good. Okay, so today I'm going to ask you a couple questions about sexual assault.
Okay.
Pretty shocking,
Yeah.
pretty shocking issue, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so first question is, what is the first thing that comes to you when you hear sexual assault?
Sadness. Just breaks my heart.
Understandable. It's okay. Have you gone through the situation? Okay. Do you think your school is a safe environment and does enough to prevent this situation among students?
Yes, it does. It's very safe here. My favorite school. It's great.
Really?
Yes, I love it. So safe. So safe.
Oh, bet. Okay, your final question. Anything else you would like to mention in concern to this?
Why is the weather always wrong at your weather station?
Back to you, Suzanne. Okay, Diana, thank you. All right, Miss Cox, that's all we have for today. I expect to get an A. Thank you and goodbye. Hello, Catherine.
Hi.
Could you tell me how you feel about sexual assault?
Who's this for? I actually feel like it's very wrong.
Cut!
Diana,
How do you feel about sexual assault?
I think sexual assault. Adriana, shut up. Adriana's up there laughing.
Here we have Mr. Phelps. How do you feel about sexual assault? Today we have Peyton Brown with us, senior valedictorian of MCHS. And remember, you can say no to sexual assault.
Don't tell me what to do.
Feel good. And it's the freaking last line. Yes.
Yes.
And why?
Wow. Can we stop for a second?
It happens all around. Crises. About sexual assault. Sexual assault is a serious matter that today needs to be fixed.